Solaris, we are on a mission to tackle one of Nigeria's most pressing challenge, energy poverty. Okay, so growing up as a little girl, I had, some sort of shaky relationship with my dad because he lived and worked from a rural community very far from where we stayed, and we don't get to see often, we don't get to speak often. He had to travel, miles away to get his mobile device charged and then call us. And being the last of 10 children, whenever it gets to my turn to talk to him, the phone either goes off or the airtime gets exhausted. So it really affected my relationship with him. And this is still the case with so many rural communities in Nigeria, across Africa, rural peri-urban community. Currently in Nigeria, we have over 100 million people who do not have access to electricity. They are either underserved or disconnected from the grid. Now, there are some energy solutions in the market trying to solve this problem. But meanwhile, this energy poverty problem has created a market size of about 1.2 trillion USD. Now, back to these energy solutions in the market trying to solve this problem. One thing we've discovered is that they are capital intensive, to adopt. Think of the solar panels, the batteries, the inverters, the charge controllers, and all. And we are looking at those at the bottom of the pyramid. The local women, the women in rural communities, the children, the families, the household in rural community, who, couldn't even afford to live by $1 daily, affording this capital-intensive, product. And then as Solaris, we thought it wise to create products that retails energy, to this set of persons, and then removing the initial cost of adoption. They don't need to buy the infrastructure, but they get access to electricity. So what we do is we design solar kiosks, solar booth, and we deploy to these rural communities, and it serves as power stations in this community. So community members can come to the booth, get access to electricity. And then by so doing, we also set up micro businesses for women, which we mostly use as our booth agent, and also young persons. So far, we've deployed over 20 units of our solar booth. We've sold over 3,000 units of our small pico lanterns, solar lanterns to rural communities. We've created over 30 green jobs for young persons and, rural women. And then we've facilitated over 20,000 new energy connections. And now, we are ready to scale. Think of rural communities in Nigeria, across Africa, getting the solar booth in their community. And we can move from, 3,000 units of the solar lanterns to up to 10,000 units. We'll create up to more than 50 clean energy jobs, and we'll facilitate over 50,000 clean energy connections in these rural communities. Thank you so much.